So weird just starting streaming without... Oh, well, whatever. I'm so used to running the ads. Or just having nothing to write. Okay. Phone. Mute. The bin. Okay, I have a few things I need to fix. I mean, number one, I guess I should actually download thing. I don't like to download it before I've begun. Okay, randomize checksums, 5F. Okay, so the checksum is unfortunately correct. So that means that this is it. This is the real run. Emote only mode is not currently on Stardust Piggy, but I mean it doesn't affect you anyway. But still, thank you for obeying its rules. Downloaded it. Okay, that's the time. I love how you can not see. There we go. You just hear a flex that you've still got that emote. Okay. Right, I need to manage the rewards. Sorry, the reason I'm doing all this now, I was like, oh, I could do this before I go live. No. Okay, that's ready, and now the only thing that's ready is emote only mode. The reason I haven't done it before I was live is because I'm stressed out. Last week, I don't know. Okay, it went fine, but I made mistakes that I shouldn't have made. And that cost me. Like, I could have done a lot better. Before we start anything, how is the mix on volume? I don't talk very loudly, so it's possible that my game audio is too aggressive. These are apparently the recommended settings for sound. Tad loud. Yeah, I thought so! It's not, by the way. It's a tad quiet according to the recommended settings. I thought it was hot trash. Right, there we go. Even that may be a bit loud, to be quite honest. But it should be okay, I think. That's good. Alright, if you say so. Good luck, thank you. Okay, we're entering into emote only mode now. If I can ever remember how to do that. Settings. Emotes only. Okay, let me just make sure one more time that this is the right seed. 80800, yeah, it is. Redley, thank you for the raid of you. Welcome in. Let's get this started, I suppose. No use putting it off. Okay. L for Lottie. Okay, let me make sure the timer works before anything else, huh? Timer looks like it's working. Let me make sure the timer won't go red. Okay, I don't know why I did that last time. I'm gonna make sure that I'm comfy in my chair because I'm not gonna be leaving it for a bit. Okay. I think we are good. So let's just get it started. Oh, I am, Lala. Okay. You wouldn't think I would recognize a sprite from behind, but I do. A sprite from a game I've never played, nonetheless. Herb. We have MP. Fairy Water's good. I never use it, but it's good. Heart. Okay, Heart is actually something that we have 4 castings of it. That's good to know. This is the last time I'm ever gonna have fun with these doors just opening. Please don't do this to me. Spider's ring, okay. Wings. And gold. Okay, so we could do a gold grind. I think we will. We'll do a little bit of a gold grind. I shouldn't, because I have Exactly once in my life had the gold grind work out, but... you know? I mean, what do we want? Like 3,000 and 10,000? 10,000 gold? That should be enough. That's enough for magic armor, the broadsword, and the large shield. Fire sword's never worth buying. So 10k is enough. I mean, depending on what's in the basement, like, please move. Okay. I had a run earlier where that man did not move, and then when I finally came out here, there was a guy blocking that path. This one out here to the north, and he didn't move for a solid minute. He just kept, like, facing left and then right, and then left and then right, and then he moved up, and then it was like, oh my god, are we finally done? Oh, okay. Staff of Rain. I should just leave my pen unclicked because that took me a couple seconds. And oh my god, there's stuff right here. Magician, can I take you? I mean, yeah, I can take a magician, but like, can I take you in one hit? Fighter's Ring is good, but it's not that good. I mean, Heart's very good, and I should be using it. But I just want to get to this next town quickly. 4 power, not very much, but it's quite a jump anyway. Heal, oh my goodness. Heartmore, oh, okay. Whole run just changed. Whole run just changed. So even that doesn't one-shot, so that does 11. Okay. How much EXP we getting? Return. Return's not helpful. So what's he- oh. Well, at least it's in the right spot, I guess. Okay, large shield. Oh, you never buy the flame sword! I'm still not gonna, because I can't, but I will buy the copper sword, even though it's not particularly great. Okay. We're just gonna do a tiny bit of a grind here anyway. Okay. Let's see what's to the north. On the plus side, this town's now dealt with. Like, I never need to come back. Being in a desert is so good. I should just fight you. Okay, magicians are not as high as scorpions, which means that we're still in potentially zone 0. So I'm actually going to wander off in this direction. See if I can find anything here. Druin, you're not good. Okay. I have Heartmore, but I'm not... I kind of want to save it for when I need it. Which might not show up. Okay, what about to the very north? Magicians are good though, like, don't get me wrong. Magicians are like the ideal starter enemy. Okay, if I go exactly 15 south of the castle, we should be good, because... Okay, Magidrakis are spicy. We're just gonna do a bit of grinding at the start here. I am determined to not forget that cave exists. 16 MP, that's kind of what I wanted. What? Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, no, hang on, something's wrong. Hold up. Hold up. Is that Quagmire Cave and this is all on a localized island? Okay. Druids suck. Right, we're just gonna take that opportunity to move on. Because if this is Quagmire Cave, that's actually really weird. But it has to be, right? Well, actually I haven't checked to the right, but shh. Pretend I have. Yeah, it is Quagmire Cave, as expected. But I can just use outside to zoom on through it. Okay, the issue is this is not helpful. Like, oh Oh no, the way I do maps has been completely turned on its head! Also, of course they immediately give us another bloody seed where you can do this, and I don't capitalize on it. Well, as long as he's got the broadsword. Still got enough for the broadsword and the full plate. Bro has nothing I want. I'll buy the hand axe. And I may as well buy the chainmail. Like, we'll give ourselves some stats here. Okay, the issue is, we are now just nowhere. Like, everything I know about mapping has been thrown on its head by this move. I'm just gonna have to put it down there and just... I don't know. I don't know where to put it. Okay, there's a town here. Poltergeist, cool, I can hurt more you. So that's the one interesting thing about the way this is working, is that, like, we can grind quite well now. But we have no information on zones. Everything's completely just on its head now. Thank you, okay. That helps. Full plate I can buy. Right. Thank God. We have a large shield. Okay. We're good. We're good. We're good to go. We're good to go. I mean, we're not good to go, but like, we're good to go. Erdrick's sword helps out a lot. But my mapping is going to be god-awful. Because I always put Tantagel right in the middle and... well, it's clearly not, is it? Okay, there's 2 caves right next... okay, that's where the rainbow drop is. And... on the flip side... Red Dragon! Don't worry about that. If we don't talk to it, it can't hurt us. I just want to know where stuff is, just quickly. Another town up there. That's amazing. This is Erdrick's cave. That's fantastic. I don't have Radiant, so we're gonna have to show off my Erdrick's cave knowledge. Spoilers, I don't have any. I don't know the way through this damn cave. We do have outside, though, thankfully, so I don't need to go through it twice. Nope. But free chest. Okay, thank you. Very helpful. And this town is... okay, Rimeldar. There's no need to check the shops anymore, which is awesome. The seat's weird. The seat's really weird. Oh god, I need to rescue Gwaelin. I can't count where the thing is from. Wait. I mean, that's inconvenient, but that's the... that's the rod boy. The rainbow drop. Right, so let's just go to the... let's just go to the very bottom left corner here and try and do some grinding. What we want is a big HP level. If we get enough HP, I feel confident with moving around. Actually, with this much... yeah, okay. What we'll do actually is we'll go through Quagmire. If we die, we're right here. Like, we're right here already. Okay. Where the hell were all of you when I was trying to grind? Because Quagmire is really easy to get through. And with Erdrick's sword we can take out most of the riffraff, and if there's anything particularly strong, we can Heartmore it. We might be able to take out the spike here, depending on what... Actually, you know what? This is right next to the castle. This is a risk I'm willing to make. Druid Lord. It was regular Druids that sucked. It was not! It was Druid Lords that sucked! I was wrong! But if the spike's like a green dragon, I can take that, you know? We need to go back there for the Staff of Rain. But yeah, if we get the princess, we get the princess. Like, that's just helpful. Metal Scorpion. I probably just want to Heartmore you. Oh, we'll see. Oh, I can take him, I can take him. I don't think I'd one-shot him, but I worried that they would have something nasty. Or rather, I knew I wouldn't one-shot them, and so I worried they would have something nasty. Oh, 0 HP, amazing. Can I get a seed with some health one day? Like, is that so much to ask? They must exist. There must be at least one seed in this game where you get HP, right? Oh, whoops. I want to go in here. And then over here. Druid Lord, just Heartmore it right away. Don't give it the time of day. If I don't Heartmore it, it will basically Heartmore me, but with but worse. Red Dragon, that's unfortunate. Sorry, Gwaelin. See you in hell. We'll need to come back for her, because we do need her. I just can't get her just now. Okay, so what about south? Because I have so much space on my map to note down the south. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, there is nothing south. You're getting Heartmored. I think I would be able to take you out. I don't know, though. I don't want to find out. We're walking back up to town anyway. Are they everywhere in this seed? Come on, man! Okay, there's nothing to the south. Look, I swear, I'll try and rescue your daughter, okay? I'll think about it. The thing that sucks is I can take on basically everything apart from red dragons. And blue dragons. So what shows up constantly? The first seed I did, there weren't even red dragons. They didn't spawn. The thing is, I should just grind around here, but I'm impatient. I have the power. You know I do. I have 5 Heartmores. That's a lot of heart. No! Okay, there's nothing to the right. Nothing north either. Okay, okay. There's nothing... yeah. That's actually really useful to know. So what about this north? Magicians are easy now. Oh, this north goes on for a rather long time. I think there's nothing here as well. Gut feeling. Awesome. That's actually what we love to see. Because that means everything's localized in this direction. And when everything's localized in one direction, it's easier to find it all. $18. Oh my goodness, thank you. I still don't have a lot of HP, but I have enough, I feel. Like, not enough for, like, the Dragon Lord, but enough for now. Nothing north of that. Which must be Erdrick's. Werewolves suck. They're the worst wolf, despite the fact that they shouldn't be. The Wolf Lord should be the worst wolf, you know? Okay. So there's nothing north of here. That's so good to know. The issue is, where is everything? I mean, it kind of doesn't have a choice. It has to be this way. I guess it has a choice. What's this cave? This is the rod, right? Has to be. Please stop. I asked nicely and everything. Oh my goodness. Right, is there definitely nothing around the castle? I'm getting a bit confused. Because I'm missing a lot of areas. I have repel, okay, cool. But this is absolutely, completely and truly a little isolated noodle. Hello. Get out. You're like the worst enemy. I mean, you're not. Okay, that's the Death Knights, but get out. Interesting. Alright. If red dragons could stop existing, that would make me very happy. There's nothing north. Armored Knight, I can take you. Which is good, because they could drop a lot of EXP. We're gonna need... heal more or something at some point. I mean, we've got so much power. Oh, okay, that'll... Tap power 96. It's actually not that much. At all. I had a feeling it felt like way more than it was. But yeah, that HP's helped out massively. Okay. If we can now pick up Erdrick's armor, which, how are we gonna do that if I can't find any of these caves? Oh, this is the worst place. The end's so far north. So it must be... like... there's nothing south of here. So it must be to the west. Like, it must be down here, right? A. Well, it's not really an A, it's more of a, this is all that was left. Okay, so this is the grave. We're actually gonna go through it. That heal more gave me a massive amount of confidence. That it almost definitely shouldn't have. But I just want to check these surface chests. Because if any of them are any good, that's immediately important. Ah, shoot, I lost track. Yeah, I lost track. Damn wizard. Torch, very, very glad I came here. Erdrick's token, I got so excited. I was like, oh yeah, I made the right choice. Okay, I hate deep diving grave at this point, but we're just gonna. Like, because I'm actually way stronger than it seems like I am. Okay, we should probably heal up though. Gosh, I appreciate speedrunning the Switch version. It's really helped me with my movement for here. I looked up Charlotte Castle's map. It's different. It's different in the Switch version. I'm gonna suck when it comes to full Charlotte. I'm gonna need to practice that so much. Okay, I'm very happy with that level up. We could do with more strength, but we also have the Death Necklace already, so... I should probably just hurt more you. Yeah, I should just hurt more you. Wasted some HP there. Ah well, happens. No, okay. Well, plus we have a few chances to run now, actually. Could you not guard the chest, please? Do you mind? Do you mind at all? Please? Let me go. Bruh, I'm on the chest! Okay. And wasn't it valuable? Right, now we don't have enough for any Heartmoors. I highly doubt we're gonna get to the bottom in this attempt, but we're gonna try. Because the last thing you want is to have to go back through Grave. No, shoot. We might be okay. We're actually gonna... Okay. I guess we're not. Right, we're actually gonna eat a leaf real quick. A herb, if you will. Wraiths were fine, they were a one-shot. Okay, they're not always a one-shot. Whatever. Close enough. We're already level 11, this is... Oh, no. We're 22 minutes in, I thought we were about 12. Well darn. When you think you're making way better time than you are. It's still fantastic time compared to how I was doing last week though, so I'll take it. The issue is we're gonna need to walk back out. Because I don't think wings work inside a dungeon. I don't actually know. This version's weird, but I don't see why they would. Wings are like a casting of outside. You scared the hell out of me, mate. If you had been a red dragon, I would have been very salty indeed. On the plus side, I didn't die going through Grave, right? Like, that would have been bad. If I died and then came back and it was the Cursed Belt, that would be much bigger time loss. There's another cave just southwest of here, but annoyingly it's probably... Okay, that actually, sure. Speeds up my life. Your Majesty, you want to talk to me or what? I was gonna complain about that, but honestly, that's for the best. Okay, so we want to just go back down there, basically. Armored Knight, cool. Heartmoor. Alright. Guess we're not Heartmoor. I know that they have a resistance to it, but I also know that the resistance to it is not that high. In all honesty, we should just heal up at that little town there. I don't remember which town it is, shoot. It's irrelevant. It's Call. Just struggling with the name. Call didn't even change name, there's no excuse! Call's been Call since the day the world was born. Okay, we could do with more MP. And more HP, and more strength. To be honest, I've seen better stats. Oh, okay, you're just gonna... Alright, that's very rude. IMO. Okay, so we know that this is the tomb. And we know that there's another cave. Like, we saw it! Didn't we? Am I losing it? I may as well just heal more in battle, rather than risk the Heartmoor missing. It probably wouldn't have, but the amount of time I lose if Heartmoor misses compared to the amount of time I save. It's not good. I was did I not see another cave down here? Okay. I'm inventing caves now. That's not good. I'm officially losing it. I was sure I saw one. I was like, oh, there's one right next to the grave, so that'll be nice. Right, well, there's something here at least. It is the bloody mountain cave. Okay. The thing is that I was sure there was a cave in the desert. I was sure there was. So alright, we'll just go to that little desert cave. The only reason I'm not going to the mountain cave is because I'm so sure that we must have a town nearby, but this map's way bigger than I was giving it credit for, so I don't actually know if we do. That's not so great. Also, I'm right up on the edge of my map. I didn't want to go through the mountain cave until I'd had— ah! There's a town, there's a town. I mean, okay. Let's be real. I need a town. I need a town badly. I need to heal. Which town is that gonna be? Is it going to be a town? Somehow, I doubt it. Whenever you need it, it's always Hawksness. If it's Hawksness, the only use I get from that is knowing it's Hawksness. God damn it. Because I can't... We can try. If it's a red dragon as the boss, as the spike tail though, I can't fight it. Hi. How are you? Okay. Don't worry about it. We'll find something. What is this Hawksness? What are these enemies? Why is it like Zone 0 Hawksness? Actually, I should just run. Oh. Okay, it's just... I mean, it still hurts, but it's not big fire. Okay, Axe Knights aren't that bad then, because that Fire Breath does way less than their attack would. Oh. Oh. If I had MP... There's nothing up there. Just run. I'm tempted to just use wings, but I want to get a little bit more info. If we're going back to the castle anyway— oh! Oh my goodness! That's so good, because that has to be, Caitlin. Unless I've gone in some kind of loop, which has happened before. Oh, thank God. Okay. This is going to be the big thing as to whether or not we need to rescue the princess or not, too. But now we can deal with Hawksness right away. Because I don't really want to have to rescue the princess. But she is right next to the castle, so it's not exactly the biggest issue in the world if I have to. I could have survived another one, but why risk it? Oh, that's disgusting! Oh, I was really hoping it'd be like 3. Okay. Yeah, I think we'll be— I think Gwaelin's gonna get to be freed for once. Alright. Well, we can at least deal with Hawksness just now, and... oh no, we never found the mountain cave, shoot! I was like, oh, and then we can go deal the mountain cave. No, the mountain cave is a figment of my imagination. It's not here. Okay, Hawksness is not in the direction I drew it. No, wait, no, yeah it is. I'm just dumb. I don't actually know the optimal way to walk through this place. Because there's all these funky tiles for all, like, they all have different, like, bricks have different encounter rates from swamps and deserts and trees, and I just go the way that's, like, the shortest. Right, if you have goddamn sleep, or Dragonlord breath, or anything like that, I swear. I'm so sick of red dragons. Okay, heal is annoying, but at least it means it's not hitting me. Like, it can't hit me and heal at the same time. Did I have to miss that? I was like, great, I have the opportunity to kill it right here. Because it'll heal. At least it's only heal and not heal more? But still, it's annoying. Silver Harp, okay. So now we just need the Stones of Sunlight. I think I can take him one more time, and I may as well, right? It's good for the experience. Okay, we know we need to rescue Gwaelin anyway, so it's actually tempting to just go back and do that right now, but at the same time... No, there's 2 items I need. There's 2. So one of them's in the mountain cave. It's all that's left. So no, we should find the mountain cave before we bother with Gwaelin. Because we might not need to bother with Gwaelin. I can't think of what it could really be on that spot that we don't already have. Okay, and we're running. Unless... 28, I don't think that's enough. I don't think an attack and a Heartmore would have killed this guy. Okay, cool, level up. Valid. 10 HP, 11 ma- Okay! Sure, those are the only stats I care about on a level up. I didn't want strength. Who would want attack power? It's fine, I'll kill the Dragonlord with my cutting wit. Right, the problem is I don't remember where the herb shop is in this town. And I know, I'm gonna talk to the radish person instead. And I'll just feel dumb. Ah! You don't even sell herbs! I got radish for no reason. Okay, our HP's actually good. MP's not, but HP's doing well. Strength is kind of bad though. Right? Yeah. Defense power's fine when you consider that we don't have Eric's armor yet. And the whole, like, 4 increase of defense it gives us, just ignore that part. Gosh, I am not used to not having Eric's armor. Okay, the castle's down here. I kind of forgot we didn't know where the castle was! The way I'm drawing this map is so bad right now. I'm trying to recover. For the fact that it's all on the left side instead of the right side, but... Okay, Mountain Cave, where are... I can take you, but I don't want to. But that means that I can run away from you. Which is good. I should just fight them. What am I doing? Is that anything? Where am I? Where the hell is this? Oh! Is this south of... I think it is. Yeah, no it's not though. Right. What is this? Well, gosh, I hope the mountain cave's around here. And that I can just clear it in one go, because I'm not coming back. Oh, we have early hurt more. This seat'll be fine. I should just fight you. Ah, I one-shot them. Shit. Spectres are probably not overly worth fighting, I don't know. They give an okay amount of experience though, so yeah. I mean, it's not like it's not great, but it adds up. Is there nothing down here? Because I don't even know where I am anymore. If there's nothing down here, I'm never finding my way back out. I don't want to have to come back. Like, look at what is this? Oh. Okay. Are you kidding? Are you kidding? Are you kidding though? I was like, oh, he did 24 the first time. He's not gonna be able to do enough to kill me. Oh, that's not good. Okay. Alright, I think we'll need to grind on this spike tile. Doing Lord, get out. Mainly because I just need to get the princess back home. I can't fumble about and look for... I think I could have gone into that bottom entrance. I can't fumble about and just look... okay. You're not the spike, but... Well, I may as well fight you if I'm in here anyway. Yeah, I can't fumble about and look for the mountain cave forever if Erdrick's armor might be here? If I can get it on the way, you know? Oh, that was the spike! Oh! Look, I know what I'm doing, okay? Okay, a Heartmore and an attack is not enough. Heartmore and 2 attacks is what we need. Hello, princess. Gosh, she takes so much time. If the mountain cave's down there in that bottom bit, I don't even know. While we're in the castle, actually, I should also exchange for the Staff of Rain, because that is in the castle. I mean, hopefully the next level gives me just, like, I don't know, 500 in every stat. But only me! No one else surrounding the seed. Oh god. I'm never gonna find the mountain cave. Could you stop? You can't do it every turn forever! There we go. $20 MP, that's quite good. I'll fight one more. Or will I? I don't know if I can do that much, I don't want to risk it. It's not really something I want to find out. I'm pretty sure it can't do 43. I've been burned by that before and it'd be such a time loss to die here. Okay, if I could just get like a big roll. There we go. That also works. Unless I miss and then it attacks me. Oh, you're still alive! Okay. Sure, might as well be. It's nowhere near as bad as when they had more heal, but still. Okay. Fortunately, princess, we have to walk out. Oh dear god, why? Please don't do this to me. I fought one extra enemy. You can't punish me for that. Okay, cool. It's fine with me. I'll restore my MP just now, because otherwise it's a pain to come back down here. $85. Alright, 85 is closing in on enough if we get enough attack power. We're gonna either need a big attack power level or a big MP level, and then we're pretty much ready. So hopefully level 16 grants us that. Sure, you can have the fighter's ring. Right, just as long as she doesn't take like the harp. I don't think she can, but I believe the fighter's ring is bugged in such a way that even if she takes it, it still gives you its +2 attack. If not, then I just threw that away. Although I didn't get a choice, so... Okay. Oh, this is bad. Right. Repel helps me with everything apart from red dragons, which we kinda know we can get away from anyway. Outside is 6 MP. This is not outside. So, where am I? Like, in relation to anything? No, I don't care about my level. 49 south, 71 west. Oh! So it's just 6 north and 3 east from here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Ah! Stones of sunlight. Shoot. I can't... I need the armor. I can't beat the Dragon Lord without the armor. That seems good, but it's not. Because we still need to find it. Which means we get to go all down this big wandering. Right, so that was... thingamy. Grave. Oh, I was really hoping that'd be the armor. Okay, so then we went to the right. We just need to wander and hope we find what we're looking for here. Because... best I got. It's all I got. It wasn't up that way. No, there's nothing there. Right, well, on the plus side, this is basically where we were, but we were crossing these mountains or something? I forget what killed me. But I hadn't found my way to anything important anyway, so it's not really that relevant. Okay, they started 14. They scared me with that red text, but... okay, there's nothing there. I should really just run from these guys. They're not worth it. Oh, I think I got Dragon Lord breathed, actually. There must be something down here, though. 17. And they can do up to 23, so I'm not risking it. Haven't seen 25, but I don't know what the range on attacks is off the top of my head. That's not become second nature yet. Oh my god. There was nothing here. But wait, I didn't even see the castle. So I haven't gone quite the right way. Okay, we need to fling another rappel back up. I can't have that be off. Castle's here, right? Oh god, oh no. My map's so bad. My map's so bad. It's all turned around. I've gone from one side of the page to the other in the hopes that it'll help, and it does not help. Right, okay. So there's nothing over that swamp is what I'm seeing. Oh my god! Okay, so there's nothing over that bridge. There's no reason to cross that bridge. That's great and all. But where the hell's that bridge? Because if it's not next to the castle, then that's not where I was. Please go away! Any other enemy? Actually, no, not any other enemy. Oh, that's so bad. How can it be here? Oh my god, where's the— right. I have found the mountain cave! I have found the mountain cave! No! No! I've done it again! I did this in a practice run! I have been to the mountain cave! It was next to the tomb! Oh my god, I threw away so much time. Can you please let me run? It's like right up here as well. It's so close. Because there's a town here. My map doesn't make any sense. Oh my god, my map doesn't make any sense. I have no hope of finding this. My map's garbage. I have to just re-find it. So... Could you stop, Mr. Axe Knight? Like, you're not helping. So it should be over to the right here then, right? I hate myself! Ah! Any chance it's right in the entranceway? No. Alright, at least we know why I threw this one away. I was making good time at the start as well. Okay, thank god. Okay, so... we want to go this way. Right, we're not even that close to winning. Oh, suddenly I feel the ability to take these guys on. That miss... I don't like that miss. But what we'll probably do is we'll probably grind the red dragon spike. No, we won't. We're gonna go into the Dragonlord's castle and we're gonna see what's in there. It's this, right? Yeah. Sure. I already... Look, I'm very with it. I promise I did not get thrown off massively and awfully by my crippling and terrible error. Okay. Oh, that's so bad. Wait, there's no other towns. No, there is a town though. My map is so bad. How have I made a map this terrible? Because there's a town right down there, but it's not marked on my map. It's marked for some reason as a second grave or something. What? Because there's a town right here. Somewhere. Oh no. There is, right? Am I losing it in my old age? Is this the town? Yeah, I've marked it as a G. Why have I done that? The grave's nowhere near here. $120 with 93 MP is not enough. No way. For 120 attack, you want to have at least 152 MP. Okay. Still though, hopefully the castle has a spike that's not a bloody red dragon. I mean, big rips to sub-hour, but at least I know what my mistake was. If I could stop making mistakes like that though, that'd be grand. There's nothing of use in the treasury. Oh, it was just so dumb. I could have had Erdrick's armor that whole time as well. That's the part that hurts the most. I mean, I have the death necklace, so if I can get a level up that gives me an absolute ton of HP and some attack, we can actually do it right here, right now. I don't even need to get that much HP to be able to do that. Because our next level's really soon. And that would save me a lot of time. But I need to get lucky on the next level. I'm kind of putting a lot of faith in that. These are not worth fighting. What am I doing? Green dragon, okay. No, I can't. Should have herbed out of battle, but I didn't. And that cost me greatly. But alright, now I don't need to risk it as much. I mean, still, theoretically, if it's an absolutely godly level, we might be able to. Armored Knight, no. We just want to grind on this guy. I can fight him a few times at least. Yeah, we can hit the next level, that's about it. That's tragic. Completely my fault too. It's because of the way I drew the map. I wasn't prepared for the way this map was, and I used tiny little sheets of paper, so I didn't have the space when drawing Tantagel in the very center, because I didn't know where to draw Garenham. But oh well. It's done now. Okay. Any chance this is gonna be a good level? 4 power, 4 HP. 24. No, it's not. It's not really enough. Yeah. Oh my god. That's not ideal. If I can 3-hit these guys, it's probably more worth it to do that than hurt more at this point. Okay. We're gonna need to go up another level though. Well, I'm kind of likely to die on my way out of here, huh? It's just a shame the red dragons are so tedious. Alright, we'll fight this guy and then we'll walk out. We'll do our best. We can fight a few enemies without needing to heal at the very least. Although generally I do it with Heartmoors, so... Alright, let's get out of here. Run from the wolves. Anything else is fair game. Wolves are not worth it. We have enough for another heal more, but it's looking like we might not even need it. I probably could have fought another one, but I couldn't have possibly known that, so I won't be too down on it. I don't remember when the next level up is. You never need to go to 18, so I kind of blur on it at this point. I think it's close. I think it's like 8750 or something. It's not. I was really afraid it was 9,500. I don't think it is 9,500 actually. I think it might just be 9,000. Okay. Well, we'll go back to town, then we'll go back and beat the Dragon Lord. We're close. I threw badly. It happens. It shouldn't. But it does. Red Dragon. Excellent. That's exactly who I wanted to see right now. Not even joking. Oh, I didn't even level up. Oh, God. Oh, no. Is it actually 9,500? Oh. Red Dragon, my beloved. Oh, there's one in Hawksness, actually. Oh, God. You know, Red Dragon's maybe a bit unnecessary, honestly. I can take one without healing. So I should just cast Repel. I should have just cast Repel at the start. Why did I make it all the way here and then cast Repel? That's just insane. Who would do that? Alright, at least they're easy to kill now. Okay, level 18, please, please. 5 power, 7 HP, we're good. That's now enough HP to use the Death Necklace, and enough power that we, you know, get benefit from it. You're in my way. Yep, definitely meant to press that button. Oh well. I messed up anyway. It's not like that mistake's gonna really add up at this point. In many ways though, messing up during these seeds is like the cruelest way to learn, because it hurts so much more than messing up during a practice does, and therefore I'm far more likely to not replicate it. I have 100 MP. 100 MP is good for 129 attack, which we don't have, so we do need the Death Necklace. Which we do have, thankfully. You wanna chill? Should probably just check on that, just make sure. Yeah, okay, good. Just confirm. Let me 3-shot these guys, and then I have herbs. Go away. Very thankful for no red dragons. And Death Necklace. I don't actually know what my attack is. 139, okay. Do not hold down the A button. Messed up enough. So I actually need about 64 MP. Actually, we probably need more at 80. But... okay, stop spell, fine with me. Hurt more, less fine with that, but it doesn't really matter. As long as it doesn't hurt more twice, and even then I might actually have been fine if he rolled low. Okay. 12. 48, annoying. 22. 39. I mean, if I roll really lowly, then we're still screwed, potentially, but... 52. Nah, I think we're good. Not gonna be the world's fastest fight, but... oh well. 67. He could kill me with an attack, actually. Oh god, my defense isn't really good enough to be risking this. Yeah, stop attacking, actually. Use your breath attack! You can't ever kill me with 2 breath attacks. Also, I missed whatever number that was, shoot. I wasn't paying enough attention. I was too stressed about the fact he did 50 with an attack. He's unlikely to kill me. If I'm on 50, but he could. If I'm counting HP, I would have been able to know if I could risk not healing at any point. But, as I said, I dropped it. Yeah, okay, he should die to this one, I think. Yeah. Our MP was weirdly low. Given how much attack I had. Why do I always have the worst mess-ups that cost so much time? That would have been quite a good time. I have to sit through Super Gwaelin. Okay. I guess I can turn off emote only. You can't possibly spoil anything for me anymore. My map! I don't know if I'll be able to really show it in my camera. But basically, this is my Tantagel bit. This is where I was exploring. I started having to wrap around. It was all... I should have just Herb Shop and Cantlin is above the radishes. I didn't end up needing it, thankfully. Thank you for letting me know, though. The Mount Cave is causing me physical pain. It's the issue with when you do so many runs, right? It's like, I've been really good if you hadn't lost the Mountain Cave. Yeah. At least... there's that. I mean, it's only like a minute worse than I did last week. And it's a much bigger map, so... but yeah, I didn't need to mess around with any of that stuff in the bottom right. I easily lost 10 minutes, if not more, because of Mountain Cave. Came a lot closer to your week 1 time than I did to mine. But I could have beaten it! I could have beaten it into the ground! You can only take an item you can sell and always one that sells for you. Okay, I didn't think she would take the harp. But it's interesting that she takes the one that sells the least amount of money. That I didn't know. I assumed it was like at the top of the list or something. But like not an important item. How do you sell? And that's just a meme I always do. Yeah, same. I did it on purpose, actually. Haha. Thought it'd be funny. Don't doubt that. Don't worry about that. Toward the end, do they ask if you want to buy or sell? But then it's like, just yes and no, right? If you just mash your buy. Look, I don't know what that tells you about me, okay? It was just Druins! Druins and Druin Lords both had Dragon Lord Fire! I knew it! Gaslighting me! Gaslit by a Druin Lord! I was so sure at the time, and then like the Druin Lord shook my confidence. Druin Lord was like, nah, it was me. They ever in the seed? Yes. Oh my god, they were though. I'm so upset about that, actually. I could have done so much better than I did. But I didn't. Alright, I'm just gonna take a drink of water and just try not to cry too much tonight. Well, what else was I gonna kill him with? There were no stats. I think you might have been able to do 17. What did I have at 17? 126? I just didn't have the MP for it. I would have needed to roll quite well. The Fairy Water would have helped. If I'd done a Fairy Water grind as well, I got an 18. Yeah, 18 was just much safer. I wonder how many of these seeds you could actually do better with HP MP instead of HP Strength. HP Strength is just generally better, but in that seed, at the end of the day, HP MP might have given you the MP you needed, and you wouldn't have lost it on too much strength to have been able to do it on 17. Shadow Dragon Scale wasn't going to look for it? Yeah, no idea if it was in the Mountain Cave or if it was in the Treasury. Don't care. I really didn't have the time after my top tier plays. Oh, I'm so sad about that. In future, I need to just start off the map somewhere else. Not Mountain? Oh, okay. Must have been the Treasury then. The Dragon Lords. The Vault, there we go. Cause I sure went everywhere else. Did see more of the map than you? I went north for Fanny Cantlin and fully explored that area, which had nothing but Stones Cave. I mean, at least I have that, I guess. Like, yes, I lost a lot of time by going to the bottom right when I'd already found Mountain, but some people might have just gone to the bottom right. You know? Before going somewhere else. I've got that, I guess. I just wish I wouldn't mess up so much, but like, at the same time, I've only done like 12 seeds or something at this point. I don't know how many I've done actually. Probably more than 12 at this point. You're half an hour in, I hadn't quite caught up on the VOD and you got Dragon Lord. Ah, okay. Well, you're here now. Oh, I'm so okay. I feel validated by the fact that yeah, okay. It was very easy to get lost in the southeast. Charlock's in a weird place. Because even when I had it noted on my map, I actually walked past it accidentally when trying to find Mountain Cave. So it is in a strange place in this one. It's just so out of the way. That was very trippy, yeah. Wait, hang on. Did I find Mountain Cave? When I came out of the tomb? When I was all like, oh, I haven't found Mountain Cave yet. I must have made that up. I did. God, no! No! Oh! I was so sure I hadn't. So I had 6 MP while looking for Cantlin? Yeah, because I knew that. I was like, yeah, because I knew I was going to go back and. Then I was like, oh, I've made up that I found Mountain Cave. For some reason, I thought I'd seen it. Oh. Shadowed by Hawks, yeah. Should have just gone back. I shouldn't have looked around. I should have just gone back to, what was it, Call? Was over there? can't actually remember what was over... Oh, no, it was Catelyn. No. No, that's Catelyn. What was over there? Only 4 screens away from Call? Yeah, but... I should have just gone back, because it would have allowed me to go through a mountain cave. But I didn't. Like, okay, I know what I did is objectively right. Technically. But... as far as what would have been the better play for that seed, and my memory, it would have been better to not get distracted. I've got that M right on my map as well. Ah well. Guess time to practice week 3 seeds, huh? I think a lot of it was the map. Yeah, I feel the need to show it again. Sorry. I'm blocking off an important part of the map. Someone said it was behind Charlock. That's where that little island is? Oh yeah, it would be. Oh, gross. Yeah, so actually, Tantija was way in like the bottom left. Huh. Was it deal with week 3? Week 3, there are no... Right. Week 3's first one is not going to be good. I'm just telling you that right now. This map is garbage for mapping. Okay, I'm hoping a lot of other people will mess up as well then. Is it door time now? I mean, it's always been door time to be fair. Okay. I'll grab a seed really quickly, and we'll just get right into it. See no reason not to. I am actually not even going to time my first one here, because it's going to stress me out too much, I think. I just closed the thing when I downloaded it. I'm going to have to... Right, I had the right checksum. I'm just going to have to redo it later to get the checksum again. Okay. Right, I've got my week 3 seed. I think it's the biggest shift in mindset? Yep. I am not even going to time my first run because I know it's not going to go well in the slightest. Unfortunately, I think week 2 was my best chance to get a really good time in this tournament. I kind of threw it away. Ah well. At least I can just get right into this, you know? I don't need to be stressed out. Fighter's ring, okay. Torch. And this is always a key. I have no magic. I have no anything. I don't know why I check my spells and I have no MP. Well, unfortunate, because that means that we have to do that. So no finding out what's in here until later. Complete mystery. Is this a town right next door? Okay. Sure. What do I do? I'm dead! I'm already dead! I'm already dead! The trees in the north? Yeah, I kind of just have to grind up here. You can find a slime. Ah, Drakies are fine apparently. 1 level is good. That's less good. Ah, I tried. Oh well, I've halved my gold. Oh, I need to change my title. I am no longer... Yeah, sorry, American Dweem. I'm actually not... I'm doing week 3 practice. Just ignore the timer, okay? I'm gonna do that. Okay. No, I've already messed up my week 2 seed. Don't worry about that. We're just vibing now. Saw the preview in my chat. Right. So not so well. Yeah, it's my fault though. Which, you know what? That doesn't make it any better. But yeah. It is at the very least like my fault and not anything that happened. I won't talk about it, but yeah, I didn't think I was gonna be able to take on a wolf. I don't really know what I was hoping for. Open all my bad seeds out of the way during practice. Try the desert to the southeast. Yeah, that was my next plan. I can't say I'm feeling the odds very much though. Okay, ghosts are fine. What's the North Town? I actually haven't checked it yet. Because just getting there... Wait, why have I not checked it yet? I could go there and stay at the inn. I don't want to talk about it. Because we know that that one's Hawksness, so... Oh my god, I have no money! I'm not used to having no money! Everything's wrong! Okay, Heartmoor is helpful, I guess. I didn't mean to step in that. I deserve the death that's about to befall me. Yeah, okay. What? Oh, not at all. Don't worry, the only thing putting me off is me. This is a run to get into to help me understand. This is not a timed run. Okay, we may as well find out what town it is? Question mark? I don't know if that's even that valuable to do. Back to the trees, yeah. I think it's much more valuable to fling out my 2 Heartmoors and then try that town. I think I have 2 Heartmoors. Actually, it occurs to me that I... Okay, yeah. I wasn't actually confident. Oh, thank goodness. Hello, wolf. One trip to town isn't really useful. Oh yeah, I was thinking like if I find out what town it is, it might give me a better idea of whether I can actually use the inn. Oh, that's such a good level. Actually, it's 2 levels and that's why it's so good, but still. Okay. If I can kill one more wolf, we can definitely go to that town, because then no matter what it is, we've got the gold for it. Having the gold for the inn is miserable. Like, the fact that that's what we're saving up for. The inn. I mean, with any luck, it's Rimmildar. Because Rimmildar makes the game way, like... being 2 zones here. I think I am. I'm kind of okay with it. Right. Now we're off to the town. Because no matter what town it is, I can afford the inn. Okay, this is not that helpful. I mean, it's nice to know that it's here, but... it's not overall that helpful. Is it worth buying anything that you have? It's worth knowing what you have, I guess. Small shield and clothes? It's something? Like, everything is... like, I'm early enough in that I feel like everything's kind of an increase. I think I get herbs. Oh, that would have been the smart play. I'm not used to buying herbs. There's a friend too. Oh, I can just Heartmoor you. Don't attack warlocks. So if it's 2 zones, am I better off up at the north half here? I'll take the strength. Oh, alright, okay. Is Permanent Torch on still? I think Permanent Torch is just always on, right? That's not turned off at any point here, is it? Torch ultimate, yeah. Okay, good. I suppose it'd be very rude of you to give us full Charlock and not Permanent Torch at like the same time. Here you go, 8 floors. Learn them in your own time. Yeah, I mean, I've just grown used to this being what this game is like. The fact that that's a torch is just miserable. First speed hack, small map, VFXP. Okay. Very fast. Raiding can get you to the bottom of Charlock if you don't take the wrong path. I mean, that's true. Charlock... Okay, it's different from what I'm used to. But it's similar for, like, the first couple floors, and then it just catches fire. I just think it's weird that all of the other ones are, like, all the other dungeons are exactly the same in every version of this game. Like, down to the tiles. And Charlock, they're just like, nah. Okay. Back to the end. Can I... 8? 12? No, I missed. If I hadn't missed, I think I might have been able to take it. Unfortunately. Unfortunately. Yeah, we just have to take the L. Yeah, it would be nice. Yeah. I should have just run. I was like, I think I can take him. And I blanked on the fact I don't have any herbs. It's kind of irrelevant if I can take him or not. Okay, 1 heal is thankfully not anything. Oh, hello, Herb Man. Could also buy a dragon scale, but I don't really see the point if there's one for free somewhere in the world. Okay, the thing is, I don't really know what I'm kind of aiming for here, level-wise, as a result of the swamp start. I want the ability to get out of the swamp, you know? I think we'll just go through 1 or 2 more in-cycles and then get out of here. That feels good. Can't figure if this is 2 zones or not. If it's 2 zones, they're definitely overlapping in enemies. I mean, maybe over here is a different zone? It's just... Is it though? Yeah, yeah, they're not over to the right. It's just zone 2? Nah, Droll Magi aren't over to the right. This is 2 zones. I'd like to know what else is in this zone. Droll Magi are great, yeah. Of course, if it's just Droll Magi and slimes, what's the point? Oh my god, he's gonna kill me with like death of 1,000 cuts. Who does that? Bro showed up, knocked me out, set me on fire, and then ran away giggling. Okay, the Droll Magi are great, but like, they're also non-existent, I'm afraid. We're gonna stick to the wolves and the warlocks. That's what I've decided. I made that decision by myself. I mean, okay, we could try wandering around a little bit. Like, that death's kind of inspired me that I don't really lose anything if I just do a little bit of wandering. Okay, town there. Because I've already lost everything. Okay, this would have been much more helpful to have as my first town, but whatever. I mean, is this map like just swamp? Just swamp all the way over? We got anything else? Can I have a little bit of not swamp? Okay, nothing else down there. That's good to know. Maybe just a teeny bit of not swamp as a treat? I can't imagine. Oh, cave. I can't imagine how people deal with the normal sized maps. Oh, I'm eating like a queen tonight. Oh, I'm dead tonight. Right, well, we know there's something over there. And that's all we need to know right now. We learned information. Yeah, we could, okay, we'll check out Hawksness, actually. Because if it's an Axe Knight, then that's an easy win. If it's a Green Dragon, I can win. Heck, if it's an Armor Knight, I could get lucky and win. Which would be crazy, because I mostly just want to learn what's here rather than having a... Rather than thinking I'm going to win, I just want to know what I'm up against. Okay, need to get luckier than that, please. Just need to hit it both times. Cool. I mean, I need it at some point, right? But like, it's hard to get excited about Erdrick's token. I'm debating grinding against that spike. You see, part of me thinks it's a terrible idea, and the other part of me knows it's a terrible idea. Wait, did you have better armor for like 300? I feel like you did. Yeah, you had chainmail. I'm quite frankly never going to bother with the magic armor, so... This is the weirdest spike I've ever done. Or attempted, I guess. Not done it yet. Can I take these guys on yet? 10, they do 9. I can? I don't know if it's actually worth doing with swings. Instead of just with Heartmore. Okay. I should have bought more herbs. Kinda blanked on that. Yeah, our herb situation is not great here. But quite frankly, fighting this guy, it's not the world's best spike, but it is better, I think, than fighting wolves again and again. Maybe? Perhaps? No. Maybe not. Right, okay. Of course he gave me 2 attacks as well after I just gave in. Ugh, right. I still think it's worth it to try. It's kind of risky, but I get a lot out of it, but I'm just gonna hurt more of the wolves this time. Additionally, I'm gonna buy more herbs before I do anything else. Wait. Yeah, I am. It's a rough grind on this much HP? Yeah, but... if it works, you know? Like, it could speed up basically the rest of the run. And that would be very handy. I think, at least. At the very least, I can fight the wolves that are in there, because there doesn't seem to be anything stronger than wolves in Hawkness, and they're at least guaranteed in there, somewhat. They're not inundated with random garbage like they are outside. Oh wait, there's Goldman, but... okay. I should fight one! Because I don't think Goldmen are immune to Heartmore like their friends are. I don't know. I don't know that off the top of my head. You can blow it up? Okay. I need to keep that in mind. I know it's not good for the XP, but the gold is valuable. Well. This got a tad easier. Of course, now I feel like he's doing more damage just to spite me. This grind is better. I still actually think it's a wait, do I feel more? No, I have heart more. Yeah, I still don't think this grind is that great, to be honest. I can only fight one more time. $43. Seriously, is he doing more now that I have more health? What is this? If he was doing 43 before, I wouldn't have been able to fight him at all. Okay, on the plus side, that amount of HP and MP are probably all we needed to just start wandering the world anyway, right? 50 MP over 2 levels, yeah. So now I'm grinding for Healmore? Actually, yeah, if we get Healmore, we're done. So yeah, I might as well. Stay at the end, buy up on herbs. This is kinda crazy. I've still not gone anywhere. Like... oh, we saw that there was a cave. And quite frankly, when I'm done with this grind, unless Healmore... So here's the thing. You say that you're grinding till Healmore. But how long would you actually do that for? Like, say you don't have it by level 14. Do you keep going through to 15? I mean, you would. I feel like you definitely would, but... right, let's just grab all the gold we'll need for the whole run. Because Heartmore is just insane enough to carry. Or fast XP? Okay, that's fair. Oh, at least 15 weather. Okay. Weather heal mode or not. Yeah, that makes sense. Do herbs. I've never used so many herbs. Hi. May as well, because I don't actually have enough for the broadsword right now. No, I don't. Just imagine the world if that hadn't been Erdrick's token, and it had been, you know, anything of value. I don't know what it is, right? Like, when I get Erdrick's token, it just hurts so much more than the Stones of Sunlight. Even though they are, like, the same item. They do exactly the same thing. Nothing. Oh, heart, that'll help me out a lot, yeah. That's bad, in fact, that's bad. I die here, making a risk. My risk paid off. Like it's named as the tease. Yeah, I guess it just hurts so much more because you see Erdrick's and you're like, I guess if I blew up enough golem, like Goldman, oh, they only do. I can just take them. I kind of forgot level 12 is okay. I can blow them up, but I no longer need to. I can just punch them. In fact, yeah, we'll buy a weapon even. Because who knows when we'll get Erdrick's sword. I don't need the hand axe, right? But it helps me out against those guys. And also, finally, I have a sword on my sprite. It's been bugging me. Buy more herbs. I'm actually not sure it's really that worth it to keep buying herbs. Like, kinda don't use them much anymore, but whatever. Probably never played Destiny of an Empire. I have not, no. I haven't played a lot of games. I only played Dragon Quest for the first time, less than a year ago. Actually, that's not technically true. I did try and play Dragon Warrior once when I was younger. It was I just never played much of it though. I don't know why. Because I've been really enjoying this. To be fair, this doesn't have anywhere near the same level of grind, I guess. Right, so now I should be able to two-shot these guys, yeah. Okay. I can probably stop killing Goldman. But it's just so satisfying. Well, with any luck, we'll get Heal More next level. That was a max roll herb. I didn't even know they could restore 30 HP. I have never seen them do that. Ugh. Great, he went first and I missed my Heartmore. They don't actually have a great Heartmore resistance either. Like, it's there, but it's not crazy high or anything. Otherwise I wouldn't have risked this to begin with. Yeah, I saw that. Wait, you made this? Like, you made this sprite. I knew you'd made some of them. I've actually used this sprite before. I've had it. Really? Really though? The double miss? Oh, that sucks. Just taking straight. Well, yeah, okay. That's cool though, I didn't know that. I've not looked through the list of sprites or anything. I don't know if there is one, and I don't know if there's any attribution for who made each one. Actually, went to the whaling sprites too. What, the carrying ones? Okay, at least we'll level up off of this. Maybe heal more. Isn't it there possibly should be? Yeah, I would say that there should be, definitely. Hey! Now I'm even more upset that I died last time. Okay, I'll probably go to, well, I guess we'll see. I'll just finish this load of MP, I suppose, and then I'll head out into the world. Because we know there's a cave nearby. There's no point in me going all the way up to like 16 here, because it's right next to the castle if I need to do it later. That's what I do, yeah. Finish this load of MP and then move on, because like the experience is free and easy to get, but I don't need to go up that high. Because we've not been anywhere. We don't actually know what's in the world yet. I can't believe I missed twice in a row. Don't these guys only have a 1 in 16 resistance? Might be like 3 in 16 or something. You get more at the end is easy to get to? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. 2 out of 16, okay. That's still unlucky. Then again, I missed a slime 3 times in a row in a race the other day. I was hoping you wouldn't go first. Not risking that. Okay, guess I'm dying. Ah well. It happens. Yeah, I knew there was another level coming up, so I was gonna grab it, but not allowed. Not allowed. Okay. I should have repel, actually. No, I don't want it. Not if I'm that close to a level. So what I was looking for must be... Yeah, I went down and then right and up, but I think it should just be accessible this way. Okay. You wandered about too much at the start? Droll Magi. You try and explore related areas? Drakis. Every time. Right, so it was in this swampy bit, right? Okay. Yeah, it's there. Oh, man. After all that, it was Erdrick's cave. I could have come here earlier. Oh, wait, whoops. Do I have Radiant? I should pay more attention to my spell list, but I've like... I look out for the key ones, I don't look out for Radiant because I only really need it to get through Erdrick's cave a little bit faster. Okay, well, that's really good. I don't have outside. Our magic key woes are over and we can find out what's underneath both Tantagel and Gellenham. I can get out really easily, I just can't get in. Okay. Don't open that door. Resist the urge to open that door. Open this door instead. I mean, 85 gold isn't the nicest, but there's gold golems right next door. 4, 5. Maybe there's a key in the treasury? Maybe, but I lose out on nothing for going this way first. I mean, okay, I probably don't need that many keys over the whole run, but whatever. Fairy Flute. Erdrick Sword. Cursed Belt. The treasury was stacked! Oh, can you imagine if I'd just been able to open that? I don't know, you got a flute? Yeah, but it's a helpful flute! I mean, it's not anymore. Destiny of a Dragon Warrior, thank you for the follow. Okay. Quagmire, that's... Sure, I actually do want to... I don't have outside. Okay, we're just gonna have to walk through. Don't be big fire. Why? Okay. I'm actually kind of tempted not to rescue the princess, but to check what the spike is while I'm here, but I won't. I want to see where this goes. Do not take me. Okay. Goes absolutely nowhere. I'll walk... Actually, no. I'll look around. It's dumb to not. Okay, there's something directly below it. Just gonna start noting that on a completely separate part of the map. If I need to connect it later, I can. That's a lot of power. That's a lot of power in MP. We're like good. Oh, there's 2 caves. Okay, Staff of Rain. Interesting. I mean, yeah, I could have like more defense and more HP and more strength, but I'm gonna get them. We've got more level ups to come. Okay. Gold. Not very helpful. What is this? Why are they all in one place? Okay. Grave. There's almost definitely something of value in here. Wait, I only need 2 more there's actually not almost definitely something of value in here. Because I still have the search spot, and I have call. But I haven't found the death necklace yet, so... I don't know if it's worth diving this, actually. But I'm here at the same... Like, I'm here already. This is not a decision I need to weigh up right now because this isn't a race or anything, but I'm gonna do it. I wouldn't. No outside. Oh, you're... Maybe this is a bad choice. I might pick it up while I'm in here, though. You know? This is a risk that isn't gonna pay off. If there's like red dragons or something, we can definitely get another level in here. There's like almost always red dragons in this damn place. You have a timer on? Yeah, that's the thing, is it's like, but... That's what's causing me to just push through anyways, because this is what I would do in my spare time, right? And I'm kinda hoping that when it doesn't pay off, I'll have learned a lesson. But check it, but it won't come... Yeah, that's probably the better shout. Really bad at this far. Dragon scale. I mean, that's something, right? I'll put that on right away, actually. Oh no, just then you go up. I deep dive grave in my spare time. Well, you know what I mean. Ah, Heartmore. How quaint. Ah, stop spell. How quaint. Seriously, why does the Dragon Lord's first form have stop spell? What is the point? What were they thinking when they did that? It will never work, and if it works, you are playing this game really weirdly. Okay, unfortunately we did not find anything strong on the way down. God damn it. I was going to get a free attack. Yeah, but why? Is that a thing in the actual version, or is that added to the randomizer? In the actual original Dragon Warrior? Okay. I have regrets. Rather it had sleep? Well, that's what he has in the remake, so I was wondering if he had that in the base game. Because he has sleep in the remake, and it's disgusting. Or the Switch remake, specifically. I know it's been remade a few times. No. No, not down there. Oh, I don't actually know my way out of this room. Shoot. I never had to go backwards through here. Werewolves just kind of rip you apart, and I wish I knew why they were so strong. Oh, okay, big boy fire. Be a lot cooler if you didn't. Well, we deep dove grave. It was the objectively wrong decision. We all kind of already knew that. That's not the way you go. Oh, no. That's... No. No. Stop. Oh, no. I don't know. Oh, no. I don't know the way from here. That's what Radiant's for. If I take a wrong path, it turns out I don't know where to go. Ah, that's what I did wrong. Okay. That makes a lot of sense. I was like, I don't recognize any of this. Because I've never gone that way in my life. Okay. Well, there's gotta be other stuff around. Like, we're here now anyway, right? Thank God. Because I actually drew this bit on the edge of my sheet of paper. I'll say for random chest equations, I've learned more of the dungeon layouts. Yeah, I am not looking forward to ever having to do that. Thankfully I don't need to deal with it anytime soon. Okay, I've got repel. You're diving about going to the top chest to save one square? True. Right, this is... Yes. Okay. Back on track. Maybe you should invest in bigger paper. Look, what is wrong with these notes? They're fine, that's a good size. Town? But it's an actual town? Any chance it's Caitlin? No, this isn't... I mean, this is 2 keys for 1 chest. I didn't think that would weigh on me so much. Get a 120 by 120 match, I'll have to write smaller. I would use something bigger for those, I think. I'm still only on the small shield. Epic. There's a magic key salesman in this town, right? Need to restock keys, yeah. Someone here does it, but who? Shoot. Must be that top run. Oh my god, it's Rimmildar! Of course there is! What am I doing with my life? Right, Rimmildar has, because of how this randomizer works, stopped being the magic key town to me. So this whole bit where you go around the outside of the town, I have blanked on it. It is gone. So where's the locked door here? Gosh, they're even cheaper here than anywhere else too. pull it out of your memory. I know, right? Should probably note down that that was there, actually. Although we never need to go back. I hate ticking towns, but... Okay, I guess repel wore off when I wasn't paying attention. Oh, it's so weird. Rimmildart is just no longer that anymore to me. Okay, call. That's what we like to see. Because odds are that there's something good here. Although, I swear, 50% of the time there's nothing here. Okay. That's actually super helpful. If that was going to be anything, I am so glad it was the Silver Harp. That's amazing. Play this again by next week? Yeah, I mean, that's why we're doing this just now, you know? Right, I'm gonna check this, but the Silver Harp guy is right over there to the right, so I can't forget. Okay. And immediately I am heartbroken once more. I was like, oh, that's so good, because now I don't need to come back here, but I can make all the stuff. No. Fortunately, this whole place is so large that I'm starting to think it must be connected. Like, this can't be a disconnected... Like, they can't be two huge disconnected continents. I mean, they can, but I don't want them to be. Okay, the castle's here. That's good to know. Level 15, good level. 2, 9, 1, 4. Oh, hey, outside was the next level. The more you know. Okay, I'm assuming this is the top. 23. Okay, we're not doing too much damage. So our attack's probably not high enough to go for the Dragon Lord. I mean, not that I have any of the stuff anyway, but... Actually, I have the token! Thinking about it. I think one more attack would have killed him, but I don't like to risk it. I have the token and I have the, I have the harp, so we're actually quite close. Right, there's nothing else up there. See the stones. We've been through... Right, we've not been through Mountain Cave. It's worth it. I double-checked the hell out of that, though. Wait, what time is this? Because hang on, I think we found where this connects. No, we've just not been here. Okay. Got all excited. Well, this is definitely something important, but... 32 south, 20 east. Thankfully that is on the main continent. So... It's based on my map, it is. Luck? I mean, I thank you, but... This is just a completely random week 3 seed. Cave? Right. What cave is this? Where are we? This is Quagmire. That's actually... Oh my god, my map's actually good? My map? Me? was like, I must have found this town. It's right next to where the swamp is. Okay, is this mountain? Yeah, it had to be. Wait. Oh. Huh. Okay. So that's how that connects up. So it is all one continent. Okay. Well, given that I know it's all one continent now, let's go see what was underneath. Oh. Actually, no. Okay, first things first. We'll do this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Okay, so we need to go 5 more, but that's okay, because we'll just go east. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, barely. Death necklace, okay. I'll take it. Not what I was hoping for, but I'll take it. And now what we're after should be in Garnham. Because I've been everywhere apart from the mountain cave. Okay, thank you. I'm quite good with numbers. The only reason I bought the only reason I saved the princess in the actual run seed is because of, well, you know. I'm good with numbers, but I'm not God. I don't know how anyone could ever have done that. I'm getting a lot better at this. Like, I knew this had to be Mountain Cave, and yeah, sometimes I still mess up really badly. And, you know, I forget Mountain Cave exists. An invertebrate counter and I rescue the princess just faster. I mean, I guess there's also that. But I like numbers. I like any excuse to use them. Herb. Okay, we're after the Stones of Sunlight. They're always last, by the way. I never got the Stones of Sunlight at the start of a run. It never happens. They're always the last thing I pick up. Okay, cool. Still have the harp. Okay. Oh, that's not outside. Okay, we're gonna heal. I want to get up to level 16 in Hawksness, I think. Yeah, we don't have the HP... Wait, no, MP's quite high though. 119. It's one off of being able to... Yeah, It would be a risk. I don't think a risk is what's worth doing right now, in all honesty. I think it's better to just fight this guy, like, twice. And then gather up whatever experience I get on the rest of the way. As I here to stay at the Garnham Inn. Yeah, I'm just so... It's so ingrained in my head, go to Magic Man. But yeah, no, you're completely right, I should have done that. So that was at what, 6,500? 6,300? Okay, I mean, everything is way over on the other side of the world, though. So we're gonna want to go through the swamp, which is underneath Tantagel. Oh, that could be a problem. I mean, we don't need to, actually. It is a shortcut, though, so we may as well. It is faster, based on my map. This one will do. I won't get the level on him, but it should be enough. It's enough that I don't need to stay... I don't need to go and talk to the magic man again. Okay. We'll come out, we're gonna go to the left. No, we're not, we're gonna go down. That's not stairs. I promise. I don't know how many magic keys I have, but it's definitely more than enough, on account of the fact that I don't think I need any more. Okay, definitely want to fling up Repel. Which feels weird to do when I'm this close to a level up, but whatever. Like, I'll find something. And then this is where the boy is. Yes. Okay, and now... I want to kind of go down and left. Demon Knight, perfect. He'll give me the level I desire. Oh my god, Demon Knight with heal? You don't even have that much HP, you're just being tedious. Oh, that's not... Oh, it is 6,500. Why did I... No, I even knew it was 6,500. Why was I aiming for 300? Whatever. Okay, and then south from here. This is where I get what I desire. Has lots of it. Okay, I am actually quickly gonna grind. I would get the level in the castle anyway, but I want it now. I want to know if we're going for a death necklace run or if we're going for just smacking things around. Looks like we could go with both actually, if we want to. That's not the MP it gives. Yeah, that's the thing. That's actually why I wanted to get it here. Okay, 120, 133, 127. We give him 127, that's 16 hits. Oh, bruh. Whereas 137 would be 12 hits, so it's definitely worth equipping the necklace. But yeah, I mean 120, it's like... I only need 125, so we really don't need to equip the death necklace if I don't want to. But I think it's faster to do so. I swear the encounter rate just goes bonkers when it knows you're on your way. 1 herb and 3 magic keys. I guess you need a magic key for the vault in here actually, I kind of forgot about that. I mean, I knew I didn't need the vault. So I wasn't wrong in saying I didn't need any magic keys, but still. Yeah, werewolves are never worth it, and the seed they're especially not. To be honest, there's no need to fight anything. No. Why? Why right before the spike tile? Which is just an Axe Knight. Which is not even what it is in the base game. The Axe Knight guards Erdrick's armor. But no. Never you. Go away. Okay. Test for Hyrule Herb? Okay. 133 is good. I just wanted... I shouldn't be double checking that stuff, but I'm gonna anyway. Right, we're gonna use the Death Necklace. Isn't Spike here vanilla? Really? I was sure there was... Maybe it was one of the Switch version. Maybe the Switch version's gaslighting me again. Wouldn't be the first time. 48 is not what you want to see. 48 is not what you want to see. Okay. You couldn't have done just one less damage? It shouldn't matter anyway unless... Okay, cool. I know that's why you normally put the thing on during that fight. Maybe in the Switch version? Yeah, but why would there be in the Switch version? That'd be a weird thing to add. I think, honestly, I'm just so used to it being there from doing all these randomizer attempts. I don't think there is. I think I'm getting it confused with the fact that there's so many fixed encounters in Dragon Quest II. It's Final Castle. I think I've just confused myself more than anything else. I just realised I'm not counting his health. I'm supposed to do that because then I can save a heal more. Ah well. Sometimes you just don't count the Dragon Lord's health. Sometimes you forget. 103? If there wasn't stream delay, that'd be incredibly helpful. But unfortunately I have no idea when it was 103. Also, it doesn't matter. Well, yeah, but it's just nice because it means that I don't need to... Well, it doesn't matter because I'm not going for time, yeah, you're right. I still am going for time secretly though, in my head. I'm not timing it, but... You know, I will look at the in-game time, because it'll be off by like a second or something, right? In fact, isn't the only reason it's wrong because you can like save and reload and stuff? Which I haven't done here. Okay, there we go. Can you imagine if you didn't get your MP restored there? You just had to make sure you had enough. 176? Oh, that's I was really close on that second last hit then, right? Could have saved a heal more. It was a max HP Dragon Lord too. Oh, that's so tedious. Oh well. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for the GGs. I think that went quite well, in honesty. I don't think the keys are going to be too terrible. I'm actually really happy that the sword and the shield were behind that door, because it meant that I needed the keys to get there, and I didn't get access to the keys for quite a while, right? Yeah, I had to do all the grinding and stuff without, so yeah, I think that map was about as terrible a start as you can get outside of the early Hurtmoor. Like, that ridiculous swamp, no keys, nothing useful in the chests that are available, Hawksness right next door, all sorts of stuff like that. I don't think no keys is actually going to be that bad, I just need to remember that that's what Rimmeldar's for. Like, that's why it exists in the base game. Oh, good line in there? Yeah, thank you, I felt like that went quite well. You played this game, right? I have! I mean, okay, this version I actually only started playing last Saturday, and that was my first time playing it. Was the day before the tournament officially began. I'd never played the Randomiser, and I'd never played Dragon Warrior's NES version. But I've played the Switch version, so there's no excuse. There's no excuse of me not knowing what Rimmeldar's for. It's very important to the speedrun that you get magic keys, so I didn't mean to tick the credits, so whoops. I feel like I accidentally leave them on every time, but oh well, it's not really the end of the world. I think I might actually make that my last run of the night, because of how it went. You need 3 total keys? Oh no, you need to buy all 6. Because you immediately have to use 2 in Rimmildar, because you need what's in that chest in the Switch version is a it's some kind of stat up seed. I can't remember which stat. I promise I'm very good. It's been a long time. It's like you need to use a few optional ones that you shouldn't really need to do in a like that you wouldn't really need to do if you didn't need the stats. Wings in the NES. There are no chests with wings, I believe. There's one drawer in Breckenary with wings, and that's it. That's the only free wings you get. You have to buy wings multiple times throughout the Switch speedrun. So they do seem to have just switched out like all the wings chests for seeds, because I was wondering how they managed to fit in all the seeds. I assume they also took out a couple of money chests. Just over an hour. Honestly, it could be better, but it's not awful. If I didn't have that one unlucky death, when I missed both Heartmoors in a row, it's a good time. Someone in the Discord said that sub 1 hour is what you need to aim for, and it's like every time I get over an hour, it's like, no. Must be faster, must be better. I probably didn't need to fight as many Goldmen as well, but they didn't really add much time. I mean, they added enough. It made a difference. But everything made a difference, you know? Average, I think each week adds about 5 minutes to a seed. Okay, well the fact that I only added 1 minute from my week 1 time is still good, right? Like, I forget, what is next week? I know I should be focusing on this week, but next week's the full castle, right? Or, shoot, which? Yes, full Charlotte, okay, good. That only adds 5 minutes? That feels like that adds about 10, I won't lie. Because you probably want to be 1 level higher, maybe even 2, than you normally would be. Headed to the Dragon Lord for safety. Maybe not though, actually. I guess if you're... it really depends on what's in there, huh? It really depends on how good your running is. If it's full of red dragons, you're not gonna have a good time. I guess I'll see. I don't need to worry about it right now. Only 20 Healmores? Oh my god. And like... 11 of them or something within the 5 turns off easy / norm. Oh, 5 turns off easy Charlock. Okay. Got it late. I didn't really get it late. As a late level, yeah, but wasn't like it was late in the run, so to speak, because I didn't go anywhere until I had Healmore. I'm just surprised at how little I actually used it in the end. Like, because I used it when I fought the Armored Knight on that spike, but oh well. Okay, but if 5 turns off easy, that's why I understand why. No armor in Charlock also, that sucks to be turned off. I'm not looking forward to that. Although, if I keep playing like this, I won't need to worry about it. Okay, yeah, I'm okay with how that seed went. I'm gonna practice more off stream at some point, but right now I'm actually quite Dragon Warriored out for today. Because I was up last night doing loads of practice runs. So I'm gonna head off for today. Thank you very much for walking me through that, Schmike. It's so helpful both doing races, because races, right, if you get a bad seed and you do badly, you can't know. You know what I mean? Like, unless you're doing a race. Races are so helpful for that, and you can discuss with other people what happened, what they did differently, they're fantastic, but doing them on my own while streaming and having someone here who's a veteran of it is also just so incredibly helpful for different reasons. I learn different knowledge, and I'm very happy to do both. Hello and goodbye! Hello and goodbye, Orpheus. Hello and goodbye. Okay, I'm not... No one, I don't think anyone else is live doing these. No one that I've followed, so maybe I've missed someone in the list. But yeah, I'm gonna be off for tonight. Thank you for being here. Hopefully next time we will game... Hopefully next week we'll game better. I stream 4 times a week, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I'll be back on Friday with Baba Is You, I think. So yeah. Have a good night and good practice. I'm not going to practice anymore tonight, that's for sure. Good night. Oh, you're watching this as a VOD? Why? I mean, okay, fine, I guess it was somewhat entertaining, but you don't have chat. Chat's not here, I don't have chat, because I'm not allowed to have a chat for the actual thing, so... Why would you watch this as a VOD? I appreciate it, I do. But I'm very confused. Have a nice night, though.